Hi everyone, welcome back to iQuanta's YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you're healthy physically and mentally. I hope कि कोई भी ऐसी प्रॉब्लम है अगर आपकी लाइफ में जो चल रही है तो बहुत जल्दी से जल्दी वो सॉल्व हो जाए, चाहे वो इतनी सी हो या बहुत बड़ी हो. एंड आई होप आप हमेशा हमेशा होपफुल रहें अबाउट लाइफ एंड अबाउट एवरी सिचुएशन. Yes, let's believe in ourselves and let's believe in God and do everything possible to make our lives a good place to be in and to have a purpose in life, right? Okay, chalo. This is session number 14 of Idioms and Phrases. Congratulations, guys. And let's just begin with the session. Let's fly together and see आज के Idioms and Phrases कैसे होने वाले हैं. आज के Idioms and Phrases हमें क्या क्या सिखाएंगे. Let's see. Okay, session number 14 and let's begin. So the idiom number 1 is name of the game. Okay, just 1 second. And here, yes, so name of the game. Basically, the most important aspect of an activity is called the name, like the idiom, name of the game. Basically, the most important factor, like a key element, something that's essential, right? Or essential purpose for basically, succeeding in a particular, let's say, situations and activity, or maybe let's say business. Yup. कुछ भी हो सकता है. So that one important element, that one important thing, right, which is actually important to get successful in a particular thing, that's when you use this idiom, name of the game. In competitive exams, consistency is the name of the game, which means that's the most important element to crack the exam, right? This is what the idiom means. Next is neck and neck, right? Basically two or more competitors, right? जो कि they're like very close to each other in a race or maybe in a competition, in a skill. So basically this kind of a scenario where there are two competitors and they're like, very equal to each other. This actually makes it very difficult to tell who will win. That's when you say neck and neck. If evenly matched, equally competitive. The two candidates were neck and neck till the final round. तो मतलब एकदम टक्कर का मुकाबला. Okay, third is neither here nor there. So basically it is something when something is, it describes something when it is irrelevant, it is like unimportant or doesn't matter in the current scenario, current context or current discussion. Okay? And this particular thing actually makes it, very weird and okay, so it is irrelevant, it is unimportant, it is not important in the context or discussion right now, making it a point that doesn't affect or that doesn't come around the main issue, right? That's when you use this, neither here nor there. So his personal opinions are neither here nor there in this debate, right? That means this particular debate, it has some main issue, it has some main agenda, but his personal opinions have nothing to do with this entire, discussion. That's what it means. Next is new lease of life. New lease of life. Okay, let's understand. New lease of life. Fresh energy or renewed vitality. ठीक है. Fresh energy. It basically means to become, to become more energetic, to become more, healthy, successful or maybe lively than before, है ना? often often after a period of time where you have you've faced a decline difficulty, or maybe uh, some bad thing, right? That's when you use new lease of life. The policy gave the industry a new lease of life. मतलब वो जो इंडस्ट्री है जिसमें मे बी लोगों को बहुत कोई पर्टिकुलर इंसान बहुत डिक्लाइन फेस कर रहा था, या फिर वो पूरी इंडस्ट्री जो है वो बहुत डिक्लाइन फेस कर रही थी, देन द पॉलिसी एक्चुअली गेव देम अ न्यू लीज ऑफ लाइफ. सो इसके अलावा और भी कुछ इडियम्स होते हैं, जैसे कि नेल डाउन विच मीन्स if you say I want to nail down on what I want next week, what I want to shop next week, that means you particularly want to finalize and determine something precisely. Okay, you want to finalize. Then there can be this is very common, need of the hour. Need of the hour. Need of the hour is basically the most important, most urgent requirement. Need of the hour. Then there is nerve wracking. Nerve wracking is basically extremely stressful or extremely tense. That is nerve wracking. Okay, I am in a nerve wracking situation. That means I am in an extremely tensed situation. Okay, all right. Nip in the bud. Okay, let's see what it means. It means stop a problem at an early stage. Basically, yes, to stop a problem, or maybe what do I say, undesirable situation at an early stage before it actually becomes serious, yeah, before it has a chance of affecting something, or it has a chance of a chance to develop into something big, something serious, something difficult to manage, right? That's when you use this particular idiom, nip in the nip in the bud, right? Early regulation can nip corruption in the bud, right? You just stop it right there in the very initial stage. मतलब जहाँ पे वो शुरू होने वाला है वहीं पे you just stop it. ठीक है? Moving on. Not cut out for. Basically, you're not naturally, suited for something. For it can be anything, or you do not have the right qualities. You, as in general, anybody, anything, do not have the right qualities, or maybe skills, or what do I say? Just the right base for a particular task, or particular role, or particular responsibility. You are not just suitable for that, right? So he isn't cut out for the administrative work. He isn't cut out, not cut out for. So yep, he isn't cut out for administrative work. That's the idiom. आपने सुना होगा एक और idiom which is very common, no stone unturned. Basically, you make every possible effort. That's when you say no stone unturned. I left no stone unturned to bring this in front of everybody. तो मतलब मैंने सारे possible efforts लगा दिए to make something happen, right? Then there can be no strings attached. No strings attached. It's like no hidden conditions, right? Nothing at all. So that's no strings attached. बहुत commonly आपने सुना होगा. Nothing short of is basically completely absolute, or truly, something that's absolute or truly based or used uh, how do I explain? Nothing sort of like absolutely right. Absolute ekdam. It is actually used to emphasize that something is extremely great, right? Emphatic description ekdam ki absolute hai ye. So it is this used to emphasize on something that's extremely great, bad, or exactly as described, right? So mm, essentially you're saying that it's not less than a particular quality, right? So बहुत ही emphatic description है इसका. The achievement was nothing sort of remarkable, right? That means it was absolutely truly remarkable, right? That is what it means. Not in the least. Not in the least is not at all. Not at all. It is basically used for emphasis to strongly deny, to you just strongly want to deny or negate something. That's when you use this, right? That not in the least, not at all, I'm not going to do that, not in the least would I do that. She was not in the least interested, no degree whatsoever. बेसिकली ये तो फिगरेटिवली मीनिंग लिख दिया है, बट आप समझो कि you are strongly saying no to something, you strongly denying. आप एकदम ही मना कर रहे हो किसी चीज़ के लिए, आप एकदम कह रहे हो कि नहीं नहीं नहीं, मतलब not at all, right? something जो possible ही नहीं, ठीक है? then no stone unturned हमने पढ़ा, और क्या हो सकता है न्यू? not up to the mark, somebody not up to the mark, not up to the mark, नॉट अप टू द मार्क मतलब बहुत ही अनसेटिस्फैक्टरी कोई चीज़ हो तो यू से दैट दिस थिंग इज नॉट अप टू द मार्क, राइट? एंड देन देयर कैन बी नो रूम फॉर डाउट, नो room for doubt, no room for doubt. I think here my picture is there. So basically something that's absolute, there's absolute certainty for something, right? That about this person there's no room for doubt, she is absolutely, okay, so there is no room for doubt about his loyalty towards me. तो आप एकदम सर्टेन रहो उस चीज़ को लेके, ठीक है? Okay, moving on. Why do I have these commas here? Just 1 second. What is this? Why is it like this? I don't know why it is like this. That's it. Where are the other slides? What is this nonsense? Oh, just 1 second. Let me. I am so sorry. What just happened? Oh no. Not in the least. And इसके आगे की slides कहाँ गई? No, I made them. Oh, maybe I did not save the. Oh, it is so sad. Chalo, anyway, we can talk about them. Still, we can talk about them. And that's so sad, यार. इतनी मेहनत करो slides, presentations बनाने में, and then this happens. Okay, anyway, chalo. Then there can be more idioms like no love lost. No love lost. It means that there are like two people or groups, they intensely dislike each other. No love lost अपन लिखते हैं, that they do not like each other at all. They have no affection, or they are not on very good terms, right? That's when you use no love lost. This actually implies कि there's a mutual or often very what do I say, very very open animosity, and it's like it's very open, it's not hidden at all, right? So no love lost, that means there is no love in general, so you use it when there is no love at all, right? So um, let's make a sentence. mm, in their case, or in my own cousin's case, there is no love lost, that means there is intense dislike, they dislike each other a lot. ठीक है, no love lost. Then there can be more like no, just one second. Okay, no mean feat, no mean feat, which means a difficult achievement that is not easy to accomplish, right? No mean feat. Basically अगर हम बात करें तो इसका जो ओल्डर मीनिंग है उसका मतलब था कि यू देयर इज how do I explain? No mean feat. Actually, I've forgotten. No mean feat. A difficult achievement. So it's a difficult achievement that is not easy to accomplish, but it has an older meaning also. And older meaning is that something is insignificant, or it's very lowly, or it's very low. So actually its literal meaning is not a small task, right? But a great noteworthy accomplishment requiring some skill. ठीक है, so there is no mean feat. Alright, then there can be more. चलो सबके बारे में बात कर लेते हैं जितने भी I remember. For example, not on the same page. Not on the same page. Not on the same page. That means two people are lacking agreement. Lack of agreement, right? Ki two people are there on the same page. Like I tell my students that it's okay if you did not attend yesterday's class. Today we are not on the same page, but tomorrow we will definitely be on the same page. Please watch the recordings. So that means कि हमारा same agreement है, अभी we are on the same understanding. मैंने जितना पढ़ा है उतना ही आपने पढ़ा है, तो being on the same page, so that's not on the same page. Then there can be not take kindly to, not take kindly to, which means you react negatively. Not take kindly to. She did not take kindly to his coming, right? बहुत negatively react किया उन्होंने किसी के आने पे, right? Now and then, every now and then, occasionally, right? I visit Rishikesh every now and then. Then there can be no walk in the park. No walk in the park. That means not easy, something that's not easy. No walk in the park. Making all these PPTs is no walk in the park for me, right? So it's not easy for me. And I made the PPT, I wrote, I mean, I know it looks कि एक idiom और फिर उसके बाद उसका sentence ही तो है और उसका figurative meaning ही तो है. But yes, it does take time that you type, or maybe you copy from somewhere, and then you fit all the logos, you decide the slide color. Why am I so disappointed? Okay, anyway. Then there can be more. जैसे कि nose to the grindstone. Nose to the grindstone. Nose to the grindstone. मतलब to work very very hard, right? That's nose to the grindstone. To achieve all that he has today, he nosed to the grindstone. मतलब उसने बहुत बहुत मेहनत की वो सब अचीव करने के लिए जो आज उसके पास है. Then there can be not a shred of, not a shred of, shred, S-H-R-E-D, not a shred of, which means there is absolutely no meaning or no sense or substance in something. Basically it's an emphatic way of saying that something is completely nonsensical. मतलब एकदम ही बेकार बेवकूफ़ों जैसा है कुछ. It has no sense, not a shred of. His debate had his debate didn't have a shred of any genuine knowledge, right? मतलब एकदम absolute nonsensical था. That something is nonsensical, pointless, मतलब कुछ है जो it lacks even the what do I say, it lacks even the tiniest bit of sense, right? That's not a shred of when you use. Then there can be nip and tuck. Nip and T-U-C-K, tuck, which means very close competition. जैसे neck and neck था वैसे ही nip and tuck, very close competition. ठीक है, उससे related है. मुझे तब बताना चाहिए था, I couldn't remember. Then there is not by a long shot. Not by a long shot, which means definitely not. Definitely not. Not by a long shot. I'm coming to that party by a long shot, or not by a long shot. By a long shot, that means definitely yes, but not by a long shot, which means no, I'm not coming to that party. Then there can be no time to lose. No time to lose. I have no time to lose. I have to go. That means there's an urgency. No time to lose. That's when we use this particular, what do we call it? Idiom. No time to lose. I have no time to lose at all. मतलब बिल्कुल मैं समय अब गवारा नहीं कर सकती. Please let me go or whatever. ठीक है. Then there can be no small measure. अरे I am trying to write but I can't write. What is this? Just 1 second. Yup. Okay. No small measure. No small measure. It means significant amount. Significant amount. No small measure. Then there can be not in one's wheelhouse. Not in one's wheelhouse, which means outside one's expertise. Outside one's expertise, मतलब उसके बस में नहीं है, उसके skills के नहीं आता ये. Then there can be nail in the coffin. Nail in the coffin. Qabr. C-O-F-F-I-N-E, which means final act of that particular failure. मतलब बहुत सारी कुछ फेलियर से पहले जो एक फाइनल एक्ट होता है ना, जो उस फेलियर को पे लीड करता है, that's nail in the coffin. So the final act that ensures the failure, that's nail in the coffin. Then there can be neither fish nor fowl. Neither, F-I-S-H, fish, nor fowl. Fowl, F-O-W-L is the right spelling. F-A-U-L is the. Please check the spellings of this one. I'm not sure of the spelling. It means, it basically means समथिंग दैट्स डिफिकल्ट टू क्लासीफाई, ठीक है, आप किसी चीज़ को क्लासीफाई नहीं कर सकते, नीदर फिश नॉर फाउल. देन देयर कैन बी नॉट अप फॉर ग्रैब्स, नॉट अप टू द मार्क. नॉट अप टू द मार्क बताया मैंने. Not up to the mark is when something is not, you know, even close to something standard, right? It is not very what do I say, मतलब satisfactory नहीं है, right? Not up for grabs, something that's not available. We use it for something that's not available, not up for grabs, right? It is not available only, how will you grab it? Then there can be no ifs and buts. No ifs and buts मतलब no excuses or no conditions, ठीक है, no ifs and buts. Then there can be not out of the woods मतलब danger is not yet over, right? Not out of the woods, basically woods मतलब जंगल, तो जंगल में क्या होता है, danger होता है. तो when you say not out of the woods, that means someone is still in danger, right? Then there can be no room for maneuver. No room to maneuver, right? No room for maneuver, which means no flexibility, right? No room to maneuver, sorry, not for maneuver. No room to maneuver, no flexibility. That's the correct the correct meaning. No flexibility, maneuver. Then there can be more, I feel, but I couldn't remember more. You guys must write and please check the spelling of maneuver. I'm not sure about the spelling. और एक और था, किस चीज़ का स्पेलिंग था, आई थिंक पता नहीं कहाँ गया, मैंने लिखा तो था. So check the spelling of maneuver. And these were all for today. If you know more such idioms, just let us know, and we'll be happy to know more, and I will try to give a description below the video. Alright, all the best. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.